So, today I have something new for you guys. Normally in my videos, there's a nice guy crashing out over a girl or a nice girl throwing a fit over a guy, but this time I have something special. This time, both participants participate in the nonsense and cash in on the tradition developing here on the Money Coming Soon channel, and I'd like to present it to you guys, so let me tell you what the deal is. We start off with what looks like a breakup conversation in progress. She says, "I'm sorry, I should have told you earlier, but he makes me so happy and I realize I'm happier with him. I hate to stop so quickly, but this string of messages are probably the most terrifying, heart-dropping, blood-boiling messages a man can ever receive. Individually, let alone together, back to back, hearing that a girl or a guy you may have dated or liked chose one of those over you and that they make them happier from that very same person could be enough to make it necessary to call the police on yourself to save the world from what might happen." To this, the reply is okay and XD. And honestly, this should just stop right here. This should be the point where I tell you guys, and that's all, folks, like a cartoon pig with a stutter, because absolutely nothing good could come from this situation at all from either side. She says, "I hope you understand," to which she replies, "Yeah, I understood whatever I needed to understand." Now, maybe they both understand, but I certainly don't. What is even happening here? Maybe I'm reading too far into it, but it almost seems like she's trying to get him to say something to her. What exactly that is, I'm not sure. Maybe she's trying to get him to crash out. Maybe she's trying to get him to apologize, to beg her maybe. I don't know. What I do know, however, is when a girl isn't interested in you, she makes it very clear. There won't be too much communication after you get shut down. It's pretty much over with. Further egging him on and proving me right, she says, "Don't hold grudges. It's not anyone's fault." At this point, she's absolutely broken the bear. She already told him he isn't good enough, and now she's telling him how to feel about it. But this guy's no angel himself in this exchange, and you'll see what I mean soon. He says, "It is mine," to which she says, "No, I swear." And it's here that we get the first crack in the armor when he replies that I'm wasting my time with you. Now, some of you miscreants might think that he's justified, but keep in mind, he could have and should have disengaged from this conversation much earlier, when there was still a shred of pride to be maintained, but now he's staring into the abyss of pettiness. Let's see how far it goes. She says, "Oh," he says, "I should have known better." And she finishes with, "I am sorry." Now, it's at this point that I realized the true dichotomy between these two in this conversation. I realized what they were both doing. She is trying to get him to grovel and try to win her back, while at the same time appearing as the victim. And I gotta be honest, I'm not even sure this oh so wonderful other guy even really exists at this point. He, on the other hand, is hanging around in a conversation, trying to appear as unbothered and done with her as he tries to make her feel bad while hammering that point home. But honestly, I would not be shocked if he was at home punching pillows while engaging in this Petty Murphy type behavior. Literally. As if to prove my point, the girl says, "I didn't want this to happen." Once again playing victim/nice while simultaneously providing perfect crash out bait. And he replies saying, "You are not worthy of my hate." A funny but still obvious sign this guy is trying to seem cool and unbothered by her words, but is still clearly triggered. We then get a lesson in how to expertly gaslight. She says, "That's harsh. You didn't need to say this. I shouldn't have been so nice to you. You are so ungrateful. After all I did for you, that's how you talk to me?" It's amazing because the evolution and meaning as each message is sent is just diabolical. She starts off somewhat on the defensive and even trying to appear hurt, but as messages go on, she goes from hurt to damn near aggressive. "Oh, that's so harsh.
After all I did for you, this is how you talk to me."
He responds exactly the way you think he would and tells her, "Just go, LMAO, stop wasting my time." Bro, just stop, bro. We all know you don't mean that, and you know just how we know. Well, the same way I said she could have stopped messaging, so could he. He could end this right now, but he wants to impress upon her just how little she means to him. But it's backfiring because it's giving her life. Or, just hear me out, maybe he wants her to keep talking. I mean, as far as he knows, this might just be the last time he hears from her. So all this could be, his master plan to get the last few messages he can out of her. Maybe they both playing the same game, but in different, equally manipulative ways. It's terrible, I know, but it's just too hard not to watch. She fully drops the veil of niceness completely and joins him on the crash out realm, saying, "You are so rude. Now, I'm even more sure about my decision. You were never worthy of my love. Bye." Clearly, it's completely off the rails, and just like all of you, I'm totally here for it. And almost like he's the Deadpool of dead dating, he breaks the fourth wall of the messages world by acknowledging basically essentially what I've speculated for some time. He says, yeah, you are the mega victim. And that's just hilarious because he literally says what I've been saying. Now I can only hope that she returns the favor and airs him off of being fake, not mad. She says, I am the victim here. You didn't notice yet? If you didn't notice yet, I think she just broke the fourth wall, but on herself. She said if you didn't notice yet, like she's been trying to get him to think she's the victim this whole time. Like I've been saying. I'm some kind of prophet, man, I swear. He responds with, yeah, victim of your own stupidity. And she retorts with, I was always doing everything for you and you couldn't even appreciate it. Nothing too fancy here, basically locking in on their soapboxes, but what was said next literally made me laugh out loud. Bro says, are you gonna keep talking? If you do, let me know so I can mute you and keep playing Subway Surfers. Bro broke the whole flow of the conversation, the whole direction of the argument, just to ask her if he could have some room to play his phone game. I'm not gonna lie, if this was me, I would have immediately heated up to no end. Excuse me? What do you mean? Can you tell me so I can mute you? Bet. Let me come tell you in person. With a bat. Now as an observer, I can't be too mad though. Subway Surfer is a fun game. Them little slides and jumps were addictive on the campus bus back in college. I'm old, y'all. Finally fed up with the back and forth and realizing her plan won't go anywhere, she tells him, you don't deserve me, never did. Clearly not want to be outdone or miss a sassy response. He turns her own comment against her saying, yeah, I know that, but I gave you another chance. And I gotta give it to him. He's a passive aggressive ass. But that one was clever, telling her, no, I'm actually too good for you with the reverse card. Completely done. She hits him with the good old you, and he delivers the final closing coup de grace, saying, I bet you would. A perfect ending to a perfect relationship. Look, if someone tells you they aren't interested, accept that. Don't ask for a reason. Don't try to convince them. Don't ask for stuff back. Just say okay and leave it alone. Anything else, it's just embarrassing you and them, and there's a chance you'll end up right here on this channel with me, and I like that. This has been Ray Jr. Kid of Money coming soon. I stream sometimes. Check them links, like, comment, subscribe, or you'll fall through a wormhole to yesterday before you saw this video. But nah, I'm just playing. Look at you.